Oh yeah. Oh my God. What happened here, dude?
What's up, Chris? I didn't know you were coming in today.
The old Kodiak took a rough hit. Basically got ran out of fuel and then lost oil pressure and essentially what, snapped the crank in half, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're told. So my buddy Adam Pila from Pila Motorsports, I like kind of give him like the quick rundown of what happened. And just like over phone, he's like, oh yeah, that crank's broken in half, that happens. I was like, oh, great. We picked it up last year to do the GRIDLIFE tour, right? And we didn't even make it back.
No.
This thing came in, truck and trailer combo, hooked it up, stuffed the Altamaniac and Brian's car in there. You know, did a couple events, did like 4 or 5 events. Not even, what, 8,000 miles? Probably about like 6,000 miles on it. Max, maybe 5. And blew up in Colorado on its way back, so we had to have it towed back, and then we thought it was okay. We got the oil pressure back up, things are looking good, and we hooked it up to go out to do that demo out in Vegas with the Monster team. Kegel hopped in her, started cruising up the old road, hit the first hill, crank snapped. Our buddy Adam was able to hook us up with an engine, so that's this guy right here. It's I wouldn't call it rebuilt, but it's a good block. The heads are remanufactured. They cleaned them up. They put new studs, head gaskets, and things like that on there. So he said it's like a nice little refresh. And so yeah, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Boys are working hard on this one to get us out there. High Cotter's counting on you guys, you know. Like, I mean, I'm just going there to party, but Brian's going there to race, so.
Yeah, well, he better keep counting.
He might be partying too. With the trailer sitting in Colorado again. But no, it's a freaking mess for sure. Definitely gonna be a bit of work, but guys are ripping. The cars are pretty much ready to go. So this is the last project. Get the old Kodiak back running. Status update, bros.
Put that smile on.
What are you guys laughing about? We don't have any good news. This is all bad news. So, just got here. The guys are starting to strip this Duramax down, the one that came out of the truck, put onto this one. And I was just sitting over here on the phone, just kind of like gazing at it in all of its glory. And just noticed this part, right, seemed a little off, right? So these, you know, you got these springs that hold these in their correct placement. That guy's off, that guy's off. I'm like, all right. I think something did happen to this because, you know, this was bent. It had oil in the plastic wrap. So my initial thought when the guys like sent me a video of the plastic bag full of oil over top of it and this being bent was that this thing flipped over. It's very, very strange to think that a motor could have flipped itself upside down and then put right back up onto a pallet and you're not being informed of it. But guess what? That's what happened. As I kept looking at it, I started to find stuff like this. Well, first I noticed this part. That's bad. That is a bent push rod. So I was like, okay, now we have an issue. Then I looked and saw some damage on the top of this one, and this one's all ground down. This one was all ground down. We got some gashes here, and we got more dirt up on here. This was obviously sitting on the ground, wearing itself flat. You know, see how it's flat here through here? You know, the shipping company just flipped it right back up onto this pallet, said nothing about it, and dropped it off. Called the engine builder. They're gonna send us out the parts to fix it, but now we are just more under the gun to get this thing done in time. Told them to just hop on the cars, button those up. High Cotter's car just needs the front wheel liners cleaned up on that Z1 new under tray. And Taylor here is getting this sweet new battery mount for the Altima, so, because we don't want any dead batteries.
No, no.
Because I always have dead batteries, so we're putting the big old Optima in that guy to make sure she is good to go. Yeah, like we were saying, a quick button up on this guy. Getting these wheel wells 100% tied together. So we got the whole under tray on there. I got a few errands to run. Most importantly, I got all these packages to drop off for you guys, and we're gonna head up to GT Radial and pick up some fresh tires for this Nissan Frontier Pro 4X. So this is the Frontier that you've seen already, but we're gonna be doing a build with this one with Valvoline and AutoZone. So this thing is gonna get a nice little rebuild, some fresh suspension, wheels and tires, of course. So while I drop all this stuff off, I'm gonna run up and get those tires. We just got this thing recently, and like I said, we're gonna be doing this build with Valvoline and AutoZone. Do a nice little makeshift overland style build. Gonna do like the bed rack on it, wheels and tires, Nismo suspension, KMC wheels, GT radial tires, the Nismo suspension, the Nismo bed rack, got SDHQ coming on, getting us set up with the gas cans, the tracks, you know, some of the mounts for those items to get on the back, a couple of little survival bits, shovels, things like that, trying to make it proper, not just, you know, the look, so that the winner of this vehicle has everything they need to not get stuck. Outside of that, yeah, I mean, I've been absolutely in love with the new Frontier, really want to get one, and just like, you know, taking this thing out, just, yeah, it's nice and fresh, nice and clean, reminds me of my Titan. I absolutely love that truck, so this is a pretty sweet little rig, so might get my hands on one of these. Pulling into GT Radial factory, well, I should say warehouse. The factory's out in South Carolina, which you know, we got an awesome tour of. Now this is just the will call area to pick up the tires for this rig. Beep, 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 beep. Got it. Tires everywhere, all the way down, always stacked, 4 high, super deep. And this is just one of their warehouses. There's a whole nother one over there, and then obviously other distribution centers around the country, including the main plant out in South Carolina. But yeah, it's cool to be able to drive out and pick up some freshies. Oh yeah, girl.
Oh, we're doing it.
Oh, we're doing it. We're moving things. Moving some stuff out because we are gonna forklift this baby into position because old Kodiak, she ain't gonna make it. People that we got the engine from, they did send us some new heads so that we can tear this down and rebuild it and put it all back together. We just don't have the time. We fired up a truck to drag our trailer out to Michigan, and then it will be taken to E-Town from there. So for now, it is time to pack that trailer. So just getting that kind of ready to go, right? Brother, just spray it right down the hole, dude. It doesn't even matter. This thing's coming apart. We're gonna see if old Fork Chop can move the big trailer. No way. That's what we tried to do with, that's what Dylan tried to do with his. That's why this fork is slightly lower than this fork now.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do it at the base, not with the ball.
How?
Like, you push these two together and you pick it up there from here.
Oh.
Yeah, you cannot.
No ball?
No ball.
That's so sketchy.
Yeah.
Who needs a ball?
We're doing sketchy shit here, brother. We're using Fork Chop to move a 44-foot trailer. And she's only a 30.
30 what?
30. She's only 30 years old.
It's a Nissan 30.
It's a Nissan 30. I think it means it can only move 30-foot trailers. We're gonna make, like, we have the ball on the end of that one fork to move the little trailer. So what I'm doing, I'm having them cut 2 sections off of our big extendo legs, and then those will slip over the forks, and that plate that Kegel has is gonna go in between them. We're gonna weld those together, and we're gonna sink a ball in to that thick plate. So then we're actually putting all the weight by the hydraulic and not all the way on the end of the fork. And all these pieces are gonna help to locate that ball by the strongest part of the forklift, as well as centering it between the two. You know, we don't wanna put a hole in the back edge of that forklift. Having one on the tip is fine, but not, you know, back by the actual fold. So this is the piece that will slip over. It'll all make sense here in a minute. Oh yeah. 2 slots for the forks, big plate in between. Offset towards the front. Having it captured on those rectangle sleeves is definitely the best move since it's such a heavy trailer. You don't want to maybe slip off the fork. So we found those 2 little pieces. He's welding it all the way around. It's gonna be perfectly fine. And I think this is gonna work. So yeah, perfectly fine, I think. A lot of maybes here. We got her on. Oh, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. This is it, dude. This is the money right here.
Yep.
All right, certified. Jumping in.
Oh, you're
Oh yeah, you got it all day, dude. Send her on home. I cannot believe we're doing this right now. He's on the phone, driving the forklift.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh dude, you can tighten that up.
Oh no, doing my best.
You're not feeling that zone quite yet.
Doing my best. Hey.
Oh yeah. Look at that. You blew out the tail light last time you drove it.
No.
Can't take you
At
anywhere,
least we
dude.
have a lot of lefts. Hey, yeah. We have like 9 left lights.
Oh, she's still strapped in up front. We gotta go up front and unstrap it. Oh yeah, you're gravy train, dude. It's gonna hit the front bumper, but don't mind that. Woo!
This thing run? Oh, baby. This is what is happening. We are time-lapsing this for you guys. Sorry we're not getting too many full updates, but the long and the short of it was we went to fire up old Highcotter's car sticking in that trailer here about 2 hours ago, and that thing was just seized rock solid. Luckily, we got this boat anchor over here of an engine that we're stripping down and getting ready to put back in this here race car. We have to pull it all the way down because we have a different manifold set up on there, different exhaust manifolds, different wiring harness, like things are all trimmed up and slimmed up. So what sucks about that is that since the motor broke, we gotta go all the way down to the valve covers. It is 11:40. We started this project around 10:15. So we are jamming, or the truck comes for that trailer at 10 a.m. So gotta make sure this thing is back together and running by them. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Wake up. Quick update. Crap everywhere. Okay, back to work.
Update, that's it.
This frickin' sucks. Yeah, got the valve cover swapped over, putting the lower intake on. And we got this little modified heater pipe going on. Clutch and flywheel are off on the ground, ready to go. Putting these modded manifolds on because we put V-bands on those. Just all kinds of dumb stuff. You know, trying to improve the car. 12:35, 2 hours into this ordeal. Probably about 2 hours left. That was messed up.
That was more than messed up.
That was very messed up.
And we have no explanation still.
Why did you do that to us? It is 7:30 in the morning, and it's time to go.
This is what time we're clocking out at.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a 12-hour adventure. I mean, not just swapping the motor. Of course, we had to like pack the trailer. You know, that takes a minute. Get the Altima in there. Last couple bits in there. Get the jacks in there. It was an ordeal. On that note, sayonara, nerds. I'm out of here. Not you. I'm talking to these guys. No, not you guys. You guys are absolute killers.
Yeah, sleep good. Yeah.
See you guys.